I hope that everyone's doing well. I want to assure you that our class has been working very hard for the past 2 weeks, every day, learning how to use Canvas. I've been trying to prepare students in case of the event that we would be doing e-learning at some point this year. So we have been practicing this daily. They should know how to do their login, their password, and then get into Canvas Web as well as Clever or their other important apps. We have placed those all right together on their main homepage right at the bottom of their screen so that they can find the most important apps with their work in it. So as we begin, the first thing they want to do is click on the red Canvas Web app. Once they go into the red Canvas Web app, they will see a dashboard. On the dashboard, they will see an icon card. This will be my homepage. And something that I want them to notice every day is the little yellow megaphone. This will have numbers by it if there are multiple announcements, and students will be able to click on that and see the announcements that I've made. This will be where I'll put anything that's important for a student to know. Also, they need to be checking their inbox. This is basically their email. They can send me messages. Last night I went through, and any student that was missing any assignments from this week, because I've had different students that have been absent a day here or there, if they've been absent and they had not done their work on Canvas, then I put the assignment in there and told them exactly what they needed to make up. So this inbox is important for them to be checking. They can communicate with me if they have questions at any point during the day while at home. This is a great place to contact me. Okay, as we begin, they're going to click on our homepage. Once they do that, every day they're going to need to do the check-in. The check-in is right here on this little star box. It's a daily check-in. This is their attendance. When they click here, I've got my students that are regularly online, and then they are just going to click a temporary e-learning student, and then they will put their name and obviously quarantine by school, and then they will let me know if a parent needed a call or they're doing well, okay? So from there, they'll go on down and they will click on the date. Monday will be the 24th. Now I want you to notice right now it's an arrow, but if I went up to the 17th, it's a hand. The hands mean that there already assignments are in there. The assignments are not loaded yet for next week. Our team has been working around the clock trying to make sure our curriculum's on there in time, and it will be. Usually one day at a time, though, is getting loaded. So you won't be able to work ahead, just do the day of. But I'm going to go ahead and click on Friday's assignments right now. So that way you could see what a typical day looks like for our students. So they would do a little check-in on how they were feeling. And so their first assignment, first of all, I want you to notice the subject boxes are bright colored. They're only going to click on the subject boxes. Once they click on the subject, they are there. So there's their math. And every day math starts off with the Extra Math app. This is a gray box with a yellow X through it. This is basically an equivalent of math facts practice. The next assignment they're going to go to is HMH Player, and I'll probably do a little tutorial and send that out about how to get in and use the HMH Player in a moment. But the first thing they'll do is their interactive lesson, then they'll do their lesson check. The lesson check will be where the daily classwork grade. This is usually just a 2-question little quiz to make sure that they understood the lesson. Then they will have an IXL to complete, and that's math. Next, they would go into reading. The way our series works currently, our vocab and our skill will be the same for 2 weeks in a row. This week and next week, it's sequence of events. So here was a quiz on Friday, but normally there will be vocab cards for them to practice that vocabulary every day. They can do this as many times as they want. So I would encourage you to have them do that a couple of times. Then there are different centers. They would just click the box and it would take them into a reading center. Then they would do their IXL, and last but not least, they're going to do EPIC for 30 minutes. Really encourage this EPIC time. Also know that I've had a few parents tell me after 3 o'clock that does not work at home. So unless if the parent has created an account. So you want to make sure that they do their EPIC during the school day hours. Okay. Next would be grammar. When they go into grammar, same thing. They just click it, and then they'll have an assignment of some sort there. Again, Friday they had a quiz, and this is kind of what our quiz looked like. We've been working on nouns, so they had to read the sentence and then click each of the words that was a noun in the sentence, okay? I'm going to skip writing and come back to it at the end. Social studies. We were going through a slideshow on Friday, And so they would go and look at a keynote or PowerPoint. Now, the last one, writing. I'm actually going to send out, when you click on the writing, the lessons, I'm going to send out a folder in Parent Square for the writings that's going to look like this. And basically, it's going to be a Google Drive folder. You'll be able to click on it. And when you click on it, it's going to look like this. There are going to be several days worth of writing. We're going to start on day 3 because that's where we're at in class. So the students have already done day 1 and 2 in class. So they're on day 3, and it's going to be a video lesson. And then after that, they have the form to fill out. They can just write this down in their binder and copy it down, and that should work just fine. In the end, when they start typing, they'll be able to type it as a Google Doc. Okay? And this is what our typical agenda looks like every single day. Now, I will be doing a Google Meet daily at 10:30, so if students have any questions, they can get on. The Google Meet app looks like an old-fashioned camera. It's also right down at the bottom of their iPad, and all they have to type in is Bagwell 3 at 10:30 each day, and I will be on there for questions. I'll continue to meet with my traditional online students on Mondays and Fridays at 9:30. If you have any questions, parents, please feel free to email me. If students are working and they have questions, have them use that inbox and email me through Canvas. Also, if there is a tech issue, I am going to send out to you, I've already sent it out to the students that were already online, but there is an IT support link in Parent Square. If you click there, they will assist you with the tech issues. So please, I can troubleshoot with some technology questions, but if it's something that you can tell it's definitely a tech problem, just go ahead and send it to the IT support team, okay? That's what they're there for. I also wanted to show you, I will try to put out every single day in our Flipgrid a new activity for the students. This is something supplemental, and it's just fun, and it's a great way for them to connect and see each other. So the one that I posted the other day is National Geographic Animals. It has a different date, but I just put it in there this week. This will be a site that they can research some different animals. They can watch videos. They can play games. It's got all kinds of fun things on it. And then the students can create videos and discuss something that they noticed in that they read maybe, and they can communicate with each other via those videos. I approve those videos. No one else sees them except for our class and our students, okay? So they are completely safe. The other app I want to show you is Clever. Clever looks, it's blue with a big white C on it. This is going to be a place that's going to have iExcel, their Brain Pop, Google Docs. For me, it's got Epic. I think their Epic may be in there as well. And this is just a great, it's just a great panel. It's going to have the majority of their apps in it. So it's a good place to know what's going on. With their iExcel, when they get in, it will tell them each day what to do, but something that if you want to challenge your child at home with, every day they can do, when they get into their learning, it's loading. When they get into their learning, what I love about this program is it has all grades, but have them go to 3rd grade. But they can go to their recommended skills, and it may look a little different on their iPad, but at the bottom they're going to have diagnostic, recommended, and then practice. If they go to their recommended skills, these are things they need to work on or gaps in their learning, just something to help them. And it could be a variety of things. You want to go to the ones that have these pink barbells. That means those are the things that the students need to strengthen them. So maybe a student, your child was out for a couple weeks in 2nd grade. Well, maybe they missed this skill, or maybe they were out when this was taught in 1st grade. And so these skills could be anything from kindergarten, and it can also be an advanced skill. Maybe your child is working, maybe it's a 5th grade skill that has the pink barbell, or maybe it's just a 3rd grade skill. So you're going to go through, and anything that's a pink barbell, maybe have them do 2 of those a day. That's a great way to grow your child, okay? And there's a place on there where they can choose language and math. And what I've been telling them is do 1 math and 1 language a day. I think that is a good way of doing that, okay? So thanks so much for your patience during this time. I know that we can get through this together and that it's all going to go well. Feel free to reach out and contact me if you have any questions or concerns. Thanks so much for everything. Have a great day.